Looking for a new podcast? How about one that celebrates milestones? Join host Mark J. Parker as he celebrates a milestone anniversary of your favorite films. One's Bitten, yeah, he's got that. Charlie's Angels, Tu Wong Fu, Clueless. The list goes on and on, folks. So join Mark J. Parker on Release Date Rewind podcast. Available on YouTube, Spotify, and everywhere else you find podcasts. Available right here on You Run Podcast Network. The Simpsons. A nigga some mystery ass comfy stuff crust. Stuff crust, yeah, comfy stuff crust. So what you choose, gonna plus, yeah, comfy stuff crust. Stuff crust, yeah, comfy stuff crust. A nigga some mystery ass comfy stuff crust. Stuff crust, yeah, comfy stuff crust. So what you choose, gonna plus, yeah, comfy stuff crust.
Hello, listeners. Welcome back to You Gonna Eat That Crust, the only podcast brave enough to ask the hard-hitting questions like, what exactly does Disco Stew do for money? And who keeps passing Hans Moleman during his driver's exams? Today, we're diving deep into the glorious, chaotic universe of the Simpsons side characters, the background weirdos, Springfield's finest oddballs, and the unsung heroes who make the town feel like a place you definitely should not raise your children in. And we're not doing it alone. Oh no! We've assembled a panel more powerful than Mr. Burns' softball team. First up, joining us from the Dewey Pod Monster podcast, a man who knows more about movies, monsters, and questionable VHS cover art than comic book guy himself. Welcome back to the show, John. How are you?
I'm pretty good. I'm kind of disappointed I didn't nominate the entire Springfield nuclear power plant baseball team now as side characters because I really enjoyed Ken Griffey Jr. being addicted to cough syrup and having a gigantic head.
You gotta shave those sideburns, Boggs.
Yeah, that too.
Also return to the show all the way from the land down under, where the toilets do spin the other way and booting agents are real. Our friend, our mate, our very own Kate. If Springfield had an Australian ambassador, she'd be the one yelling, "That's not a knifey spoony. Now this is a knifey spoony." So grab a duff or a lard lad donut and settle in, because today we're celebrating the characters who may not be in the spotlight, but absolutely steal the scene. Kate, John, appreciate you both coming back on to join us.
Thank you.
And with us, as always, the super glue of this trio, the social butterfly of the You Run Podcast Network, the glitzy gabber of New England, Greg Hoey.
Oh, me? Hey.
I am Seamus Rogers, your obstinate orator of the evening. And thanks for tuning in. Unfortunately, our co-host Ryan Wilson, the preeminent poultry chef with the grandiloquent tongue, couldn't be here, but he's here with us in spirit. Greg, how do you want to kick this off?
He's in there as Bleeding Gums Murphy in spirit, floating in the clouds. So, tonight, we're doing another side character bracket episode, much like Seinfeld, much like the horror villain episode. If you haven't listened to those, I don't know what you're doing. I don't know if you're hiding under a rock. Go listen to those.
8 crusts.
8 crusts. Maybe 8.5.
11 if we're in Australia.
8 crusts, 4 duffs.
I like it.
So let me run down who we have. We all picked probably 8 to 10 characters. Then we kind of pulled in what we had common. And we have a Shelbyville bracket and a Springfield bracket.
Thank you for breaking this down from like 57 characters to 16. I appreciate that.
Yeah, and I know people are probably yelling at their podcast radio saying, like, it should have been him, it should have been them, it should have been her. We tried our best.
With 57, that's probably conservative. I mean, we could always do a round 2.
We absolutely could.
And then we'll have the winner go against the winner of the winner tonight. Because tonight we will crown a winner of Springfield. Will it be Shelbyville who takes it all, or will it be Springfield? Shake harder, boy! All right, so in the Shelbyville bracket, these seeds were drawn at random by Kate from Down Under. Oi.
Oi.
You seem so thrilled about that.
The timing was a little bit off. Sorry.
I think we distracted her from a game of Knifey Spoony.
In the Shelbyville bracket, number 1 seed, Sideshow Bob. He'll be going against the number 8 seed, Bart's best nerdy friend, Milhouse Van Houten. Number 3, Krusty the Clown, not to be confused with Art the Clown or Pennywise the Clown. This guy is smoking cigarettes, drinking beers, and he has pet monkeys.
How does he compare to Eric the Clown?
I don't know who Eric the Clown is.
It's John Favreau. He was
Oh,
on
shit.
Seinfeld. One episode. I'm trying to cross your episodes over. Jesus Christ.
Okay, damn, yeah, that's right. Yeah, he got pushed over in the birthday party.
That's right.
Didn't Crazy Joe dress as a clown as well?
Crazy Joe Tavola did dress as a
Yeah.
clown.
I don't like clowns.
Right.
Kramer. So Krusty the Clown, number 3, will be going against Springfield's own top police chief, Chief Wiggum. Number 4, we got comic book guy going against German's own Uder Zork. I can't run because I'm full
Germany's?
of chocolate. He's from Germany, isn't he?
Yeah, he is.
You said German's own.
Germany's own Uder Zork. And I'm not going to edit that because I don't want to.
Give us your best Germany accent.
I can't run. I'm full of chocolate.
I can't run because I'm full of chocolate. Number 2, Ned Oakley Dokley Flanders, the neighbor, going against number 7, Mo Sislak, serving up all the suds and taking all the great phone calls. That is our Shelbyville bracket. And yes, we will repeat it when we go over them again. But coming in from Springfield, we got the duo, number 1 seed, Carl and Lenny. Don't get yogurt in his eye. Going against number 8, Grandpa
Lenny
Simpson.
White, Carl Black.
Yes, I love that. That's great stuff. R.I.P. Phil Hartman coming in at number 3 with Troy McClure. Going against a heavy sleeper, nose picker himself, number 6. Everybody loves him, Ralph Wiggum. Who knows if we'll choose him? We'll find out.
The burning is cold.
Bet my Wookie. If we have to talk about any of these after season like 12, I'm going to be in real trouble. So
Yeah. What's the when he's like, I saw Miss Krabappel in the closet, and she was with Mr. Skinner. And they had a baby, and that baby looked at me. He's like, the baby looked at you? Number 4, my favorite, my sleeper, Charles Montgomery Burns, a.k.a. Mr. Burns. Going against 5, groundskeeper Willie. Number 2, Professor Frink, going against number 7, Otto, the bus driver.
What's up, Bart, dude?
So, what do you guys want to start with? You want to start with Shelbyville or Springfield?
I'm happy to start with any. What do you think?
Yeah, we're going with Springfield. And number 1 seed, Sideshow Bob, whose real name is Dr. Robert Underdunk Twirlinger Jr.
to Willinger.
Dr. Robert Underdunk Twillinger Jr. is a reoccurring antagonist in The Simpsons, voiced by Kelsey Grammer, known for his genius intellect, love of high culture, and murderous vendettas, primarily against Bart Simpson. He was originally Krusty the Clown's sidekick. He became a criminal mastermind after being humiliated by Krusty, leading to the famous catchphrase, "Hello, Bart," in his iconic comical misfortune with garden rakes. His first appearance was The Telltale Heart in 1990, and he has appeared in over 40 episodes.
Is he really a criminal genius? He gets arrested a lot.
Yeah, he can't get around rakes either.
Yeah, that too. Although he does do pretty good at like breaking out of jail. So
When you have the chief of police as Clancy Wiggum, I mean, and then you're getting caught. I guess that's even worse for his genius.
yeah, it
status.
doesn't exactly between Clancy and the two elementary school kids. He doesn't exactly outsmart everyone. So
Yeah, that's
Sarah, get the mayor on the phone. Thank you, Sarah.
Right.
He is going against number 8, Milhouse Mussolini Van Houten.
is that really his middle name?
That's what it says. Unless I'm reading it wrong, which is, probably that. voiced by Pamela Hayden, until her retirement in 2025 and created by Matt Groening. Milhouse is Bart Simpson's childhood best friend in Miss Krabappel's 4th grade class at Springfield Elementary School. He is insecure, gullible, and is often led into trouble by Bart. Milhouse is a regular target for school bully Nelson Muntz and his friends Jimbo Jones, Dolph Starbeam, and Kearney Zizowicz. I didn't know Dolph Starbeam was his name. It's pretty cool. It's a great name.
Dolph. I don't know any of their, aside from Jimbo, I didn't know any of them even had last names.
I knew Nelson Muntz as well. He also has a crush on Bart's sister Lisa, which is a common plot element.
Homer thinks he's a little wiener.
I love one of my favorite scenes is when they're playing the game, when Lisa has new friends and they're playing like the Guess Who game. And he's like, and Bart gets the dud. He's like, "Hey, you got the dud. It looks just like you, Poindexter."
Yeah, tells him to stick up for himself.
Yeah, stick up for yourself, Poindexter. All right, so what do we have for Sideshow Bob versus Milhouse? Where are you guys leaning?
I really like Milhouse. I think I don't know if I do like Sideshow Bob's voice, and I like he's got "Die Bart Die" tattooed on his chest, but then Bart says, "No, that's German for the Bart the," or does he say that?
Yeah, he says
the Bart the.
He says that to the court.
Yeah, I think that's really cute.
Oh,
and yeah, I don't know. I like Milhouse. He's really cute, and he's sort of dopey, and I don't know, he's a good friend. So I'm kind of leaning towards Milhouse.
We're bringing Pogs back, Bart. Pogs, you remember those? Yeah, I'm going Milhouse as well too. I absolutely love Milhouse. I do like Sideshow Bob, but he's not one of my favorite characters, and Milhouse is definitely one of my favorite characters. I love the nerdiness of Milhouse.
Yeah, everything's coming up Milhouse.
Everything is coming up Milhouse.
I like both, but for me, this one's not even close. Like I'm on Sideshow Bob's team, like 100%. Like Milhouse is great, and he adds a lot of like nerdy comedy and a fun element to the Bart and Lisa dynamic. But the stories that involve Sideshow Bob tend to push the show in like a different direction. It pushes the Simpsons outside of their comfort zone, which I like. I think the character's more well written and lends to comedy really well. And at the end of the day, I can watch Bob walk through a parking lot full of rakes all day, every day without too much complaint, where Milhouse has a little bit of a shelf life for me. Like, there's a reason why I don't think we've ever, I've only watched about half the series because I kind of gave up like a lot of people, but there's a reason why I don't think we've ever had a Milhouse-centric episode, and all the Sideshow Bob episodes are Sideshow Bob's focused.
I was thinking along the same lines. Like, I love what Milhouse adds to the show, but it's a minor part compared to Sideshow Bob takes over multiple episodes. You know, he's a very big part of it, the plot and everything, and recurring. Whereas Milhouse, there's probably been an episode, maybe two, that's been revolves around Milhouse, but I don't recall that. And, you know, there's several around Sideshow Bob.
When Milhouse goes to Capital City.
With Bart.
Well, Bart goes to visit him, but he goes to Capital City and becomes like a stud, or he changes completely.
Is that revolving around him, or is that revolving around other characters on the show?
Milhouse, no! All right, well, it's going to come down to a trivia question, and
oh, we're already on that?
We're tied. It's 2-2.
What is that buzzer? Do we just say our name? I haven't done one of these before.
Yeah, I would say give us our best. Go!
Oh, fuck. Okay. I'll do that. Fine.
What is Homer's mom's name?
Oh! I don't know.
It's not.
I know this. I can't think of this.
No.
Gladys.
Nope.
I don't know that one for sure.
Her love interest was George Carlin, but I can't think of her name now.
Okay. You pass on that one?
Yeah, well, give us the answer. Don't leave us hanging.
It is Mona Simpson.
God damn it.
All right. What is the comic book guy's catchphrase?
Dope.
John?
Worst blank ever.
Ever.
Whatever he's talking about.
It says worst blank ever, so. All right, so I take it Sideshow Bob is moving on.
Oh, that sucks.
Sorry, Milhouse. Little wiener.
All right, Milhouse, you were unimportant. Always.
Wow.
What happens to the dud?
As Sullivan Tire, when people get fired, they have like Simpsons characters on the wall as people. And the kid Jason, who was working for us, looked just like Milhouse. And they had Milhouse on his bed, but he's like this short kid. He's got a big nose, glasses. Like he looks like the real life Milhouse. It was pretty funny.
Nice.
Professional environment.
Yeah. Sullivan Tire. All right, so we are going to the Springfield bracket. And Seamus Rogers, why don't you tell us a little bit about Carl and Lenny?
All right. Well,
I already told you about him. Carl, black, Lenny, white.
Well, Lenny was voiced by Harry Shearer. For over 30 years, Carl was voiced by Hank Azaria. Azaria stepped down from the role in 2020 following the show's decision to no longer have white actors voice non-white characters. Carl's debut was in season 1, Homer's Night Out. Let's go back. After Hank Azaria stepped down, Alex Desert stepped in 2020. And Lenny's debut was in Life on the Fast Lane, season 1, episode 9. So Lenny and Carl are the human equivalent of a mismatched pair of socks that somehow work perfectly together. One is a Buddhist monk with an Icelandic upbringing and a master's degree, and the other is a man whose primary character arc involves getting various household objects stuck in his eye. They are the only two people in Springfield who can spend 8 hours at a nuclear plant and another 6 at a dive bar. Whether they are traveling the world or standing in a shack in their underwear, they remain a package deal so inseparable that even Homer needs a cheat sheet on his palm to tell them apart. They are the blue-collar philosophers of Moe's Tavern, men who have mastered the art of saying absolutely nothing with total confidence. Carl is actually Homer's direct supervisor. The show likes to lean ambiguous couples tropes upon them. They're rarely seen with any kind of romantic partners and are almost always together. Yeah, they just remain ambiguous the whole time.
And we love them.
Yeah, they've been. I wish I'd looked up how many episodes they were in.
It's got to be a
They've been
lot.
in a lot.
I love when Homer's the Mr. Burns' monkey, prank monkey, and he's like throwing like yogurt at or pudding at Lenny. He's like, I'm not supposed to get pudding in my eye. Then he throws it at Carl, and he was like, "What are you doing, man? This is Carl." Like, he gets all butthurt.
I think my favorite Lenny moment is when Homer just decides to punch him in the back of the head, and it instant cuts to just a fist in the back of Lenny's head.
Except Homer's family, they're the ones that like always would stick up for Lenny. Oh, not Lenny!
Yeah.
I was worried about Lenny.
Yeah. I remember when I was collecting the Simpsons character toy figures back in the day, all I wanted was a Carl and Lenny. That's all I wanted was a Carl and Lenny.
Yeah.
I think I still got him in my garage.
Nice.
If I can dig them out, I'll mail them to you.
I also love the one where they're playing poker at Lenny's house and like Homer like has a thought and it takes him like forever, and then all of a sudden it cuts to like Lenny coming out to get like a water from the fridge. It's like dark out, and he's like, "Homer, you're still here?" He's like, "Somebody said something. Not going in."
Is that when he calls him slow? He says
Yeah. Yeah, because he says he's slow.
That's good.
So the dynamic duo Carl and Lenny will be going against number 8, Grandpa Simpson, whose full name is Abraham Abe J. Simpson II. He is the elderly patriarch of the Simpson family, known for his rambling stories and residence at the Springfield Retirement Castle. A World War II veteran, he is Homer's father and Bart and Lisa and Maggie's grandfather, voiced by Dan Castellaneta. He first appeared in the Tracy Ullman Show shorts before the series debut, Grandpa and Kids. He is featured in a vast majority of the show's 750 plus episodes.
How many episodes are there?
When I was looking earlier, I saw around 800. When I was searching it earlier, like my first one came up with one character saying that they were in 300 episodes. And then I was talking to Greg about it. I was like, hey, do you need episode counts for the others? I'm just going to run them through here. And it started saying the same character was in like 80 episodes. I'm like, okay, that's not fucking right. So, and I didn't feel like drilling down in Simpsons Wiki and going character by character. That's a lot of work.
Yes.
All right. So the magical Google states that there are 801 episodes of The Simpsons that have aired. That's what I was asking.
It's entirely too many.
I would never have thought that. Yeah, way too many. I mean, like I said, I don't remember. It may not have been season 12, but I stopped watching it a long time ago. I don't know. It probably still good, but I don't know. That means Grandpa is insanely in a lot of episodes. I would never picture that.
Well, sometimes they're just in there briefly. Sometimes it's just like a quick, snippet.
So I kind of feel like Grandpa is kind of like the Frank Costanza argument from the Seinfeld matchup. This is almost an unfair advantage because he's a core member of the Simpsons family. That said, I still think I prefer Lenny and Carl over him because kind of like Milhouse, Grandpa becomes very tropey and does a lot of the same shtick over and over again. When Lenny and Carl are sprinkled in, their moments tend to make me laugh harder than the Grandpa moments do most of the time.
Yeah. Also, if you're in, how many episodes did you say?
750-ish.
Oh, said he's in the vast majority of the show, 750 plus.
90% of the episodes, you're not a side character.
Well, there's a few on this list that probably fall in that though, like because Mo and Mr. Burns are both like pretty high up there on that too.
Because he's not the main character a lot. Like he just sort of walks in and out, and it is a borderline one. It could go either way. That argument, I think. Yeah, we're both. I think you're both right.
John's taking Carl and Lenny. Kate?
I'm going to go Grandpa Simpson. My favorite episode of his is Grandpa versus Sexual Inadequacy, where he makes the love potion. And I just think he's really cute and funny and kind of dumb, and I really like him. I do like Carl and Lenny, but I don't know. Grandpa Simpson's adorable to me.
Seamus?
I'm going to go Lenny and Carl as well because, like, I love Grandpa, but there's some times when he's just talking, I tend to tune him out a little bit.
I think that's the point.
Just like a real Grandpa.
Just kidding. That's fair.
I do love Grandpa Simpson, but again, Carl and Lenny are my boys. I love them. Carl and Lenny moving on in the Springfield bracket. We are going to number 2, Ned Flanders versus number 7, Mo. So, Kate, can you fill us in on Ned Flanders?
I can. So he was voiced, or is voiced by Harry Shearer. It says he's in 35 episodes, but I feel like that cannot be an accurate.
No.
That's not correct. He's a fellow left-handed person, so I love him for that. He opened the Leftorium, which became the Leftorium Express when he downsized, because his business had some competitors. He's the son of freaky beatniks who did not discipline him. He eventually went through a spankological protocol at the University of Minnesota, which rendered him unable to express anger. His sons, Rod and Todd, are really annoying but kind of cute. And in Treehouse of Horror, Dial D for Diddley, he was tricked by Homer into murdering people after Homer leaves a speaker in Ned's Bible, leading him to think murder requests are sent by God. And he's the only resident in Springfield who has not seen Meet the Parents. So that's a fun fact about him. I think he's hilarious. And I mean, he's very full on with the Christian stuff, and it's not my thing, but you know what? Each to his own. He does try to kind of force it on people a little bit though. But I think he's a good neighbor. He's very patient with Homer, even though Homer's horrible to him. So I love Ned.
When they became friends and Homer was annoying, that one was awesome.
As a Detroiter, I loved when he was sitting in Homer's window as the devil with a shirt that said Detroit Lions fan. I thought that was great. And I love that at some point they put him in dating videos and he's just hung like a fucking brick, like just to his ankle. I think that's funny that they sink that in there quite frequently. So he's got one of my favorite moments in the Halloween episodes too, when they're doing the zombie one and Homer shoots him and Bart goes, Homer, you just shot Zombie Flanders. He goes, he was a zombie? He just moves on. So, yeah, he's got great moments for sure.
I still quote, even though it's Rotten Tomatoes, it's like, oh, my freaking ears. So, number 2, Ned is going against Mo Sizlak. Number 7, John Phillison on Mo Sizlak.
So Mo's first appearance was in the season 1, episode 1, first episode of the show. He's voiced by Hank Azaria, and he's appeared in over 300 episodes. Mo is a gruff, perpetually miserable owner and bartender of Mo's Tavern. He's known for a gravelly voice, short temper, and constant misfortune. He serves as both a comic punching bag and unexpectedly tragic figure. Despite his criminal tendencies and poor hygiene, Mo occasionally shows deep loyalty and vulnerability, especially towards Homer and his regulars. favorite moment for Mo is by far in the X-Files episode when he has a full-grown killer whale in the back of the bar and he's keeping it alive with a garden hose. By far my favorite part. This was my number one pick. I absolutely love Mo. Maybe that says something about me because I like my psychotic bartenders, but I laugh pretty much every time that he's on my TV.
Hello, listen, lady. Yeah, listen, lady.
Any of the crank calls that he does that he never gets until it's too late. When he said he was going to stitch Bart's armpit to his butt or something like that. Classic. Him threatening to stab Jimbo and saying, it's just going to cut you a little, maybe make you bleed and then leave. Like I love him. He's so demented that I don't know how we could have a list like this and at least not have him at some point in here.
Yeah, he's great. Well, what are we thinking here? Who wants to go first? Who's choosing who? You taking Mo, John?
I'm taking Mo. Sorry, Ned.
Seamus?
Tough one. Yeah, both iconic to the show. I don't know. I think I have to go with the power of Jesus on this one. I think,
Oakley Dokley.
I gotta go with, yes, Oakley Dokley. Ned's moving on in my eyes. I feel like Moe's could retire or die, and they could throw in another bartender and have another side character. And Ned is irreplaceable, in my opinion.
Not his wife, though.
Clearly.
She gone!
Yeah, I mean, you can kill off Todd and Rod, who all I care as well, but maybe Ned's a fallen Christian. He starts taking over. He takes over Moe's, and he's the new bartender.
Stay away from
That would be a really interesting episode. I feel like if you were to stretch that out more than an episode, it might go off the rails quickly. I also don't know that the show has the heart to make an episode like that work anymore.
Or Mo gets sick, and Ned's the nice guy that he is, has to fill in for him, and he's the bartender at Moe's. I think that would be a classic episode.
I feel like that probably just happened at some point.
Yeah, maybe.
Kate?
I wrote down my favorite Mo quote, which is, I've been called ugly, pug ugly, fugly, pug fugly, but never ugly, ugly. And I cannot remember him saying that, but I was like, that's definitely the best thing I've ever read. I do love Mo. He's very funny. He has some very tender, sweet moments where he shows a softer side. But I have to go with Ned because, I mean, I did choose him as one of my characters. So, yeah, Ned Flanders all the way. Go Jesus.
And I am pushing Christ through because I am going Ned Flanders as well. Ryan would have been here. He would have been Mo Sislak all the way. But it doesn't matter. We 3-1. Yep. I love me some Ned Flanders. I love me some Mo as well. You know, all these characters are great, but Ned Flanders is moving on, the number 2 seed.
It's okay. Mo has the joy of having 2 knives, and he knows that it's pretty great.
I finally got a win.
All right, so we're going back to the Springfield bracket. Number 2, Professor Frank Clavin is John IQ Nerdlebomb Frank Jr. He's Springfield's eccentric, socially inept, but brilliant scientist and professor, known for his bizarre inventions that often backfire, and his catchphrase is Eureka! Voiced by Hagaziria. The character was inspired by Jerry Lewis's Nutty Professor, and his distinctive speech is a result of Azaria's ad-libs. He teaches at the Springfield Heights Institute of Technology and is a recurring character in The Simpsons. His first appearance was Old Money, 1991, and he has appeared in over 100 episodes. And one of my favorite, I love it when he's making the plane, he's got his kid in the plane, and like he just flies up, he's like, my wife is gonna kill me.
I like when he says he makes the debigulator and then gets upset because they want to make Bart big again. And he goes, that would require some kind of rebigulator, which would totally defy logic and whatnot. Which I love that. Which I think is the same episode where they spoof the Fly and he's got the teleporting thing where he's going back and forth. So,
and also when he becomes a stud and then he like the serum comes and I've been redorculated.
Yes. I mean, he is a great side character. I wouldn't have thought he was in that many episodes either. But again, this show's been on for 20-something, 30 years.
He's sneaky, one of my favorite. I love me some Professor Frick moments. He's excellent. And he's going against number 7, Bart Dude, Automan. Seamus, fill us in on Automan.
Automan, voiced by Harry Shearer, who does the majority of a lot of the characters. Automan is a walking cautionary tale wrapped in a denim vest, a man who has successfully turned not having a plan into a lifelong career. He's the only educational professional in Springfield who considers a Metallica solo to be a valid substitute for a pension plan and treats the yellow lines on the road like optional decorations in a psychedelic dreamscape. He's a beautiful curly-haired disaster who proves that if you crank the volume loud enough, you can't hear the sound of your own life falling apart. Automan is Springfield's resident heavy metal enthusiast and arguably reckless driver of the Springfield Elementary School bus. It was revealed in earlier seasons that Otto didn't actually have a driver's license, despite driving the school bus for many years. He eventually obtained one, but only after being fired and living in the Simpsons garage.
Yeah, it was a great one.
He is a highly talented guitarist. He once proved to Bart that he could play guitar the right way, the upside down way, and Jimi Hendrix way.
Boy.
He is a massive fan of the band Metallica. In one episode, he encounters them when their tour bus breaks down and nearly convinces them to let him join the band before a hallucination of a dragon intervenes. Otto once left his bride, Becky, at the altar because she gave him an ultimatum, her or his heavy metal music. He chose the metal. His physical appearance was partially inspired by Slash, the lead guitarist of Guns N' Roses, specifically his long curly black hair. And his debut episode was in season 1, episode 3, January 21st, 1990.
Love me some Otto.
I really love this matchup because I feel like these two characters like perfectly represent why Springfield is such a alive and diverse like group of random characters. They both get about the same amount of screen time. They both have the same amount of like, I guess, comic timing, for lack of better wording. Like you don't see a lot of like neither one of these generally carries an episode, but they both have memorable moments when they do pop up, and they're the kind of characters that like because we've all been seeing them for 3 decades now, we kind of feel like we know them, even though they're probably never on screen for the most part more than like, I don't know, 20 seconds at a time or something like that.
Yeah. Who you got? Who you picking?
I think I'm leaning Frank, but like I'm not feeling strong either way. Like I feel very similar about both of these. So
that's the name of my cover
so
band.
I'll say Frank.
Leaning Frank.
It's a good name.
Yeah. Seamus?
I'm like the same. I love both these characters. I think they're integral to the show and why we're even doing this episode. But I think that the antics of the professor are just, they add a larger element to the show. He's able to just spin the episode in a different direction, and like I said, he's just, I don't know. I love Otto, but I'm gonna go with Frank.
Kate?
Yeah, I found out some fun stuff about Otto when I was reading up, that apparently his urine sample shows he takes so many drugs that it only has trace amounts of human urine. And he wears headphones because he doesn't want people to know he sometimes listens to classical music. I love Otto. He's pretty good to the kids, I mean, I think he's nearly killed them a number of times, but he seems like a pretty cool guy. But I'm going to go with my brother in science, Professor Frink. To him, apparently nerd stands for not even remotely dorky, which I like. And apparently he's a sperm donor, so he's doing public service as well. Yeah, thanks to Simpsons Wiki with the fun facts about the characters. So yeah, Professor Frink for me, but all love to Otto as well.
All love to Otto. This is our first clean sweep. We are going number 2, Professor Frank. Moving on. Claim it! Love me some Frank. One of my favorite characters. All right. Back to the Shelbyville bracket. We are going number 3, Krusty the Clown versus number 6, Chief Wiggum. What a matchup.
Hey.
Krusty Clown is voiced by Dan Castellaneta. He's a longtime clown host of Bart and Lisa Simpson's favorite TV show, a variety show consisting of various kid-friendly sketches and often highly violent cartoons, most notably The Itchy and Scratchy Show. Also great side characters as well. Despite his cheery on-screen persona, Krusty is actually a cynical, burnout, addiction-riddled smoker who is made miserable by show business but continues on anyway. Obviously, Krusty is the clown. They have the Krusty Burger. And one of my favorite is when Homer is Krusty the Clown. The hamburger guy comes.
Seeing double here. 4 Krusties.
Yeah, I love that. That's so good. Make him stop! You're killing him! He's already dead!
I don't even remember who Krusty's going against, but I can tell you my answer is Krusty. He's one of my all-around favorite characters on this show. And there's nothing more entertaining to me than a children's performer being just utterly depraved, drug-addicted, sex-addicted, boozed up, just being every horrible piece of society and somehow just fitting in with this whole culture altogether. I love Krusty, but yeah, I don't remember who he's going against, but I'll talk nicely about them too. But I'm picking Krusty. So
yeah, when he gets the plastic surgery and he gets the boobs, he's like, I didn't say take the boobs away.
yeah,
That's right.
So he's going against Springfield's own police chief, Chief Wiggum. Shamus, you want to tell us about Chief Wiggum?
Yeah. Chief Clancy Wiggum is the only law enforcement officer in America who views the Bill of Rights as a list of suggestions and a crime scene as an opportunity for a nap. He is a man whose police training seemingly consisted of watching 3 episodes of Cops and eating a box of jelly-filled donuts. With a voice like a mobster trapped in the body of a marshmallow, Wiggum navigates the dangerous streets of Springfield with the urgency of a sloth, not a sleuth, on a Sunday afternoon. He is a beautiful disaster of a public servant, a man who will plant evidence on his wife just to get a date. Yet he remains a surprisingly wholesome father to a son who thinks, the red ones taste like burning. Wiggum is less of a police chief and more of a professional donut enthusiast who happens to carry a gun. Hank Azaria famously voices Wiggum using an impression of classic Hollywood tough guy Edward G. Robinson, who I'm not really familiar with before my time. The pig design, Matt Groening explicitly requested that Wiggum be designed to look like a pig as a conscious pun on the derogatory slang for police officers. In one of his most famous moments of laziness, Wiggum ignores an emergency call by telling the caller they dialed the wrong number. This is 912. You probably wanted the real police. Wiggum once admitted he only married Sarah because she was the only woman who didn't run away when he arrested her for possessing a controlled substance, which he planted on her. His son Ralph is the light of his life. Despite Ralph's clear development quirks, Clancy is an incredibly supportive and loving father, often shielding Ralph from the harsh realities of the world with gentle lies. And Clancy's father was a member of the Flying Hellfish, alongside Grandpa Simpson and Mr. Burns during World War II. Like Lenny, Wiggum also debuted in season 1 episode Homer's Odyssey.
That's a tough match. I love Krusty, but I love Chief Wiggum as well. Chief Wiggum is fucking hilarious. He's got some great lines.
Wasn't Wiggum eating a stack of donuts off the barrel of his gun at one point?
Yes.
Classy.
Yeah.
Yes. I'd go with Wiggum. I think he provides so much comedic relief. I love the Krusty character, and how ironic it is that he's like a child hero and everything like that, but just the amount of stupidity and funny moments with Chief Wiggum, I gotta go with Wiggum.
Kate?
Yes. I find Krusty the Clown a little bit annoying. Like, I do like him. Sorry, John. I'm just looking at you now going...
No, that's fine.
I do like him. And at Simpsons Land at Universal Studios, the veggie burger in his little restaurant is really good. But I have to go with Chief Wiggum because he's a really good dad and he just makes me laugh so much. And I found out that in the Italian version of the show, his name was changed to Winchester instead of Wiggum. Wiggum, I think is a good name, but Winchester kind of suits a police officer as well. So I'm going to go with Chief Wiggum.
When it comes to the Springfield police force, I usually prefer the police cops, Homer J. Simpson. But I am also going with Clancy Chief Wiggum. I love Krusty the Clown. I think Krusty the Clown is an amazing character. But yeah, I think Chief Wiggum kind of brings that Ralph Wiggum stupidity for me, and that really goes a long way for me.
The Wiggums in general are like some of my favorite characters on the show, and to have another element of it is great.
Yeah, I mean, this is probably one of the toughest matchups of the whole bracket challenge for me, at least, personally.
That's another really fair matchup, kind of like Otto and Frank. Like, again, similar screen time, similar usage as far as how much are on screen. They both have episodes where they carry the episode. So, yeah, it's definitely a fair matchup.
I feel like they're a little high on the totem pole as far as characters.
For sure.
Right.
As far as popularity. So, all right. So, Chief Wiggum is going to be going against Sideshow Bob in the next round. He's moving on. We are going to the number 3 and 6 matchup on the Springfield bracket, which is Troy McClure versus Ralph Wiggum. Another banger of a matchup. And John, you want to tell us about Troy McClure? Hi, I'm John from Dewey Podmonster.
You may remember me from such horrible readings about Troy McClure. I want to note that Troy McClure made this list over Lionel Hutz. This is kind of my doing because I like both the characters. I almost feel like Lenny and Carl, you could have put them both on here, but Troy McClure was voiced by Phil Hartman. The character was retired after Phil Hartman passed. His first appearance was in Homer vs. Lisa and the Eighth Commandment in season 2, episode 13. He appeared in approximately 40 episodes before passing. And Troy McClure is a washed-up B-movie actor best known for hosting bizarre educational films. You may remember me from ... He's suave, vain, and deeply insecure. Troy's career was derailed by an implied scandal involving fish. Troy is one of the show's most fondly remembered reoccurring characters, and honestly, I wish we still had him.
Phil Hartman was one of the best. It's an absolute shame.
Yeah, great voice actor,
I still say to my wife on a regular basis whenever I either I'm just cleaned up or just put deodorant on, I always go, "Smelling of Troy." It's my common phrase whenever I think I smell like not terrible. So
Where Bart thought he was a Muppet made out of leather in that the Muppets Go Medieval. It's so funny.
Yeah. They show his face and it looks like a glove.
It's so good. And I love I can't believe they invented it show that he does.
Yeah.
And when he does the meat video for the meat, is it the meat lobby or when?
Oh yeah, with the kid, he's like, "Here, Timmy, come and let's see how meat's made." Yeah.
Yeah, people who don't eat meat are just ignorant. Yeah, I love that whole video. It's so funny. I like Troy.
We definitely can't ignore the Planet of the Apes musical, which I still wish was a real thing. So.
Dr. Zayas.
That's right. Don't get that stuck in my head. Oh,
and
God.
Lionel Hutz was great as well, too. He was such a sleazeball, great lawyer. Phil Hartman, a fantastic character, fantastic voice actor. He had a great voice for that stuff. Unfortunately, his wife killed him. Very sad.
What a dick.
Maybe a Pizza Bones episode on Phil Hartman in the future, All right.
Oh, you're going to make me sad.
Yeah, that's our job. Going against the number 6, Chief Wiggum's son, Ralph Wiggum. Kate, what you got on Ralphie?
Okay, beautiful little Ralph, voiced by Nancy Cartwright and Ben Bledsoe. I can't remember. I don't know how to pronounce that. He's in the first episode, Simpsons roasting on an open fire. I couldn't get an accurate number for how many episodes he's in. I found 25. I don't think that's correct. I love his quotes. I'm a brick. I like turtles and I like men now. And when he's showing Bart his yard and he says, "When I grow up, I want to be a principal or a caterpillar. This is my sandbox. Over there is the deep end. I'm not allowed to go in there. That's where I see the leprechaun. He tells me to burn things." That was really cute. I should have had my I choose you cup today. I don't know why I didn't use it, but in the I Love Lisa episode, I just think he is adorable. He's so dumb, and yeah, I love Ralph with all my heart. He's probably my favorite character, or one of them. So I'm gonna pick Ralph. I'll just save you asking me later. That's my choice.
It's sad with the choose you part, but it's also funny when they're like, "Look, you can pinpoint his heartbreaking right here." That's really
Oh, so good. Poor little Ralph.
I agree. Like, he's probably my favorite character in the series. He's just got the best quotes, imagine the most memorable, pure gold.
Yeah.
My vote's Ralph Wiggum as well.
I'm going to take the L, and I'm okay with it because I'm giving Phil Hartman and Troy McClure his flowers. I love Ralph, too. I think he's a great character, and I'm not surprised he's moving on. He probably is the one that should be moving on, but someone's got to sing the praises of Phil Hartman, so I'm still going. I'll take the L and go with Troy McClure. I've only got one character left, so we'll see how that goes.
So we are going to the final bracket in the Shelbyville in the first round, and that is number 4, Comic Book Guy, versus number 5, Uter Zork. So, Jeff Albertson, commonly known as the Comic Book Guy, CBG, is the reoccurring fictional character in the animated television series The Simpsons. He is voiced by Hank Azaria, and he first appeared in the second season episode 3 Men in a Comic Book, which originally aired on May 9th, 1991. Comic Book Guy is the owner of a comic book store, the Android's Dungeon and Baseball Card Shop. He is based on every comic book store guy in America. He's obsessive with pop culture. He is known for his distinctive accent, disagreeable personality, and his catchphrase, worst thing ever, or worst blank ever.
Toodle ooh. I like when he got 100 tacos for $100. He had a whole wheelbarrow full of tacos. That was pretty good.
Worth it.
And he's got a degree in chemical engineering and loves Jar Jar Binks.
Yeah.
The only one. Jar Jar Binks would not be moving on, I hope.
No.
So, he will be going against number 5 seed, Uter Zork.
He's the German version of Ralph Wiggum.
Yeah, he looks like Martin as well, except he's more blonde. He's very similar.
Me?
I think it might be the same drawing, actually.
He's later hosen.
Yes. Oh,
Another sloppy Jimbo.
Shut up and stop making me laughing. I got to read. Sorry. I didn't mean to tell you to shut up then. That was all. It was with love. So Uta Zorka is voiced by Russie Taylor and Gray Delisle. I'm not sure. Apparently he was only in 10 episodes. He's a German exchange student, and he plays on the Quickie Mart Gougers Pee-wee hockey team. He likes football and science fiction. His uncle in Dusseldorf owns a bubblegum factory. In the Treehouse of Horror 5, he's ground up into meat by Doris Friedman and fed to the students at school. And Treehouse of Horror 4 is his first appearance. In the German version of the show, his nationality was changed from German to Swiss. I'm kind of not surprised because they don't really.
I'm not either.
Yeah. He's very cute, and he gets treated pretty poorly by some people. He does make a few little friends. I love his "Don't make me run, I'm full of chocolate." Lass mich nicht rennen. I think he should have had more time in The Simpsons. I think he should have had more episodes. He's adorable, and I love him, and I love his little outfit.
What do they make out of him when they grind him
They
up?
make Uta brat or something. Yeah, they make a sausage. Yeah, he's very cute. I love Uta. So
that kid's got bosoms. He's got my vote.
Seamus, who you got?
Tough one. I like them both. I think I'm gonna lean toward Comic Book Guy because he's more notorious, more memorable. Everybody recalls Comic Book Guy. People who said Uter Zorker, they wouldn't even know who you're talking about, the majority of people. So I'm just gonna go with the one that's more poignant and impactful to the show, which I think is Comic Book Guy.
But if you said little German boy, they might know who you're talking about.
Yes, and then
I'm just fighting for Uta.
I'm going with Uter. I like Comic Book Guy. I think he's funny when he pops up. I think he's fairly one-dimensional. I think he's kind of the same joke repeated over the course of 30 seasons. So Take that for whatever it's worth. Granted, Uter doesn't have nearly the amount of screen time as frankly anyone else on this list, but the screen time that he gets, it counts. It's memorable, and I just find him to be, as much as I like Comic Book Guy, I think he's funny. I find Uter to be funnier, and he has bosoms. I guess Comic Book Guy also has bosoms, but they don't ever call, or they probably have. So
I'm just giving the edge to the one with higher screen time, the more
Sure.
Yeah, and I think Comic Book Guy is funny as well. I do think he is kind of one-dimensional, but I do think he is hilarious, and he has some great scenes, some great lines. He's obviously the most popular one of them, but I do love Uter's like a sneaky little favorite for mine. I love the very small screen time he has. I think he's hilarious, so I'm going with Uter. And that means Uter is moving on to face Ned Flanders, a tough matchup for Uter.
Ooh, yeah.
We are going over.
As long as he doesn't run between his legs, he should be okay.
Going back to the Springfield bracket, last one in the first round, we are talking about my favorite character in the Simpsons show. Talking about number 4, Mr. Burns, going against number 5, groundskeeper Willie. So, number 4, C. Montgomery Burns. Full name is Charles Montgomery, playing Tagonet Schicklgruber Burns. He's the main antagonist of The Simpsons, a wealthy and evil owner of the Springfield nuclear power plant and is Homer Simpson's boss. Voiced by Harry Shearer, he is an elderly, frail, and greedy tycoon who is almost always occupied by his loyal assistant, Waylon Smithers, one who didn't make the
Matt
list.
isn't on this.
Yeah, he could have been on this.
bracket.
Yeah, Waylon's great. Love me some Smithers. And he is known for his catchphrase, "Release the hounds," and "excellent." First appearance, Simpsons Roasting on an Open Fire, December 17th, 1989. And he has appeared in over 300 to 400 plus episodes, whatever that means. And he'll be going against number 5, groundskeeper Willie.
This is a clash of titans here.
Yeah, it is. And that is on John to let us know about groundskeeper Willie.
I feel like I'm a pretty big underdog on this one,
Butter
but
me
that's
up!
fine. So, grease me up, woman. So,
grease me up.
groundskeeper Willie is also voiced by Dan Castellanta. His first appearance was in Principal Charming Season 2, Episode 14, and he's been in over 150 episodes. I couldn't find an exact number. Willie is Springfield Elementary's feral, hot-tempered Scottish groundskeeper. He's fiercely proud of his heritage, violently hates other Scots for unclear reasons, and possesses near superhuman toughness. Equal parts insane and hardworking, Willie often steals scenes with his explosive monologues, bizarre grudges, and unexpected wisdom delivered through rage. My personal favorite scene would be, it's kind of touched in here, is when Willie's singing in the window talking about how the Scots ruined Scotland, and he goes on for some time about it. Love it. He did a really good Freddy Krueger impersonation for a while in one of the Halloween episodes.
That's Treehouse of Horror 6, yeah. That's so
Yep.
good.
And he is fiercely protective of his grease when Homer decides to go into business in stealing grease, and that leads to one of the best fistfights in the history of the show, in my opinion.
I love when he's in the teacher's lounge making fun of Milhouse. He's like, what happens in the teacher's lounge? Do they make fun of the students? And he opens up. He's like, he thinks he's my friend. He's like, just totally making fun of Milhouse. All right, who we got?
This is a hard matchup because
Very
Mr.
hard.
Burns is the catalyst for so much of the show. I know this is going to be another L that I'm going to take here. I'm quite positive about it, but I'm going to take Willie just because he's so ridiculous and so... I forgot to mention his moment where he's teaching French is pretty amazing when he calls all the kids cheese-loving surrender monkeys. Amazing. I like Willie. Burns is a stronger character, but I'm picking Willie because I prefer his time on screen more than Mr. Burns.
Kate?
Yeah, I love Willie. I'm a sucker for a Scottish accent, but I think I have to go with Mr. Burns. Young Burns with his little teddy bear Bobo with his brown hair is one of the funniest things in the whole. Just looking at that picture cracks me up. I like that he was mistaken for an alien after his medical treatments, and I've actually got some of that material where he's the glowing. I don't know what to do with it. I can't sew, but I bought the material because I was like, I'll do something with it. Although it is implied that Burns was part of the Schutzstaffel during World War II, which is not a good thing, and that's a mark against him. But I think Mr. Burns is pretty hilarious, so I'm going to go with Mr. Burns.
Yeah, when he's a kid and he's like ramming the guy with the cart, and then like, who's doing that? Oh, Mr. Burns! And he's like, just keeps on smashing him. Yeah. And then he's like laughing about that.
I do like when Mr. Burns remembers how to drive for 5 minutes and like almost kills Wiggum. He's like, out of my way, I'm a motorist. It just keeps going.
I love Willie. He's one of my favorite characters. He's just out there, insane, boisterous. But I don't think the show would be the same without Montgomery Burns. He's just a larger impact on the show overall. Yes, Willie has these wild, hilarious moments, but Mr. Burns is just a staple on this show. So
Sweet. Yep. And you know my vote. Mr. Burns is moving on. We are down to the top 8. We got number 1 seed Sideshow Bob going against Chief Wiggum in the Shelbyville bracket. Number 5, Uter Zork going against number 2, Ned Flanders. In the Springfield bracket, we got Carl and Lenny, the number 1 seed, versus Ralph Wiggum. We got number 2, Professor Frank, and number 4, Mr. Burns. All right, we started with Shelbyville. We're going to start with Springfield. We got Carl and Lenny versus Ralph Wiggum. Kate.
Oh, Ralph, hands down. No question in my mind.
Seamus.
Ralphie.
John.
Lenny and Carl.
Oh my God, this is so hard
Don't
for
do
me.
it. Don't cheat. Sorry. I'm not going to tell you what to do, but don't do it. Spare the friendship.
I don't want to get pudding in my eye. I think Ralph is a power. He deserves it. But this is a very hard one for me. I'm going Ralph Wiggum. Ralph is moving on.
We can stay friends forever.
I'm officially on the shit list for the rest of time. So.
No, we're still friends.
Yeah, so Kate, just send me that $100 in the Venmo.
Yeah, no worries. Cool. In US currency or Australian? It's like $150 to
probably
me.
Australian.
Send it upside down, please.
Okay.
All right. Sideshow Bob in Shelbyville, number 1 verse Chief Wiggum. Seamus.
I'm going the Wiggums all the way. The Wiggums are riding this out for me.
Wiggum on Wiggum crime. Kate.
Yeah, we could be in trouble if we got 2 Wiggums at the end. That's going to suck. I'm going to go with, Chief Wiggum. I can't choose. Very few people would beat him for me.
John.
Like the 08 Lions, I'm going to take another L. I'm saying Sideshow Bob.
You are taking another L because I am definitely going with my boy, Clancy. Sarah, get Principal Skinner on the phone. Thank you, Sarah. Okay, we got Springfield bracket. Professor Frank, number 2, versus Mr. Burns, number 4. 2 of my favorite characters clashing head to head. I'm going first. I'm taking Mr. Burns, clearly.
Yeah, Mr. Burns for me because I do love Professor Frank, but I don't. Yeah, Mr. Burns is in it way too much and gives me way too many laughs.
John.
Burnsy. That one's not even close. It's Burns. Frank is great, but Burns is like, again, kind of like Grandpa. He's without the show without the show, without the show, we can't have Mr. Burns. But without Mr. Burns, the show is fundamentally changed from top to bottom. Without Frank is. There's parts of Frank in Comic Book Guy. There's parts of Frank in Uter. There's stuff like that all over the show. So, yeah, Burns. There's only one of them. He's a winner in this round, at least.
We need a villain in the show. So
In this round, only excellence is moving on.
Wow, that's a sweep. A second sweep. Woo! Okay, so in the finals for Springfield, we got Ralph Wiggum versus Mr. Burns.
Man, I would love to see that as an actual fight.
It'd be like taking candy from a baby. Oh, wait. Let's try that right now. We got Uter Zork versus Ned Flanders. Another heavyweight.
2 of my guys. God damn. That's unfortunate. Okay. Do love Ned, but I'm going to go with my heritage. I'm going to go with my little German friend, Uta. Yeah.
Seamus.
He may not win, but we'll see.
Yeah, I mean, Oakley dokley, neighbors. I gotta go move it. Give it to Ned. He's moving on. Well, in my opinion, he should be.
John, what do you got? This is crucial.
I'm going Uter just because I like him more than Flanders. It's as simple as that. Like, Flanders is a more integral part of the show, but I like Uter more, so I'm going with Uter.
It's not because you don't want to incur my wrath. Just kidding.
I mean,
neither of you have.
A little bit, but
he's been going against the grain all night.
Right. I had a lot of characters I just suggested that didn't even make this list, so I'm contrarian to begin with. So,
well, I'm going with Ned Flanders, so we are at a tie.
No.
Okay. In the original opening sequence, how much did Maggie cost when she was scanned in the supermarket? Closest answer wins.
Doe. Doesn't it say NRA forever on the
Nope.
thing?
It's a dollar sign.
That was on there at one point. I know it's in the 100 episode special when they have McClure show it, but okay, I don't know then.
So you guys are all gonna guess. It's a number sign. The closest gets it and gets to decide who's moving on.
I'm going to guess 67 cents. I don't know why. That number's showing in my head.
$3.50.
$3.50. Seamus.
$12.75.
I thought you were gonna be like $3.51. It is.
Well, you didn't say you couldn't go over.
Yeah, it is $847.63.
Shit.
I like NRA forever better.
Sorry, I failed you.
You got Ned Flanders moving on.
All right.
Bye,
Oakley
little
dokley.
one.
So we are in the final four. We got in the finals for Shelbyville, Chief Wiggum and Ned Flanders. In the Springfield bracket, we got Ralph Wiggum versus Mr. Burns. Let's start with Chief Wiggum versus Ned Flanders. We're going to start with Kate.
So Wiggum and Flanders.
Wiggum and Flanders.
Wiggum. Wiggum for me.
Seamus.
We already discussed this. I'm riding the Wiggum train.
Okay. John.
Yeah, Wiggum.
Oh, my God. I'm going to give Ned Flanders some Oakley Dokley. Give it to him since he's lost anyway. But Chief Wiggum is moving on to the finals. Who will he face? We got Ralph Wiggum versus Mr. Burns in the Springfield bracket. I'm going to go first. I'm taking Mr. Burns. Seamus.
I want to see Wiggum crime, so I'm going with Wiggum.
Who's going to split his Wiggum? John.
I would also like to see Wiggum on Wiggum crime. However, I have to go with Mr. Burns. I think he's the better character.
I know where Kate's going probably, so I better look up another question. Kate,
Yeah.
where you
I'm
going?
going for Ralph. Ralphie. All the way.
Okay. All right, we get a tie. So remember, you answer with dough. What was Maggie's first word?
Dough. Oh
Okay.
no! Now I've forgotten it. Oh, hang on. Was it Dad?
I'll accept that. It's Daddy.
Oh. Yay!
All right.
Oh my God! I won. That's amazing. I usually never win those things. That's really exciting. Yay! Sorry, everyone.
In the Simpsons side character bracket, we have number 6, Chief Wiggum, going against number 6, Ralph Wiggum. The 2 6 seeds, father and son, they do battle.
Let's see some patricide here.
Who is going to split his Wiggum? We don't know. We're going to start with Seamus. Seamus, who you got?
Well, Ralphie's killing his father.
John.
He's taking over. He's going to be the new chief in town. And crime's going to run rampant.
That would be interesting.
I'm also going with Ralph. He's got a bent Wookiee. He knows how to pick up the ladies. He's got a broken heart. He's done other things. He eats crayons. It's Ralph.
Kate.
Yeah, the little guy wants to be a caterpillar. We can't deny him. He's going to blossom into a beautiful butterfly and win. I think that Chief Wiggum would be happy too because he is a very good dad. He loves his son a lot. And yeah, for me, it's got to be Ralph.
And I can't even throw Chief Wiggum a bone. Ralph Wiggum's clearly the winner. I'm going Ralph Wiggum as well for the sweep in the finals.
Pop star.
Yeah, the pop star takes it all. Mr. Ralph Wiggum, the winner of the Simpsons side character bracket.
I have a question for everyone. If you had to build a spin-off character, if you had to build a spin-off show around a character, who are you picking?
Does it have to be one of these characters or just
any side character on the show?
Ooh, way to break my brain.
I'm going. I'm still going Mr. Burns, because you could do the Young Adventures of Mr. Burns, and just his flashbacks fucking kill me so much when he's a little kid, and I think he's such a piece of shit. I love him. I don't know. I got a thing for the piece of shit characters. I love Boy Cavalier. I love Mr. Burns. I'm all about it.
Mr. Burns would be good. Well, you could do that with a lot of them, but I'll say Mr. Burns would be good because you could have flashbacks with a lot of the other main characters in the show when they were younger as well. Obviously, you could go with anyone pretty much because he's the oldest person in Springfield, I believe. Well, maybe not. I don't know. I don't know if he's older than Grandpa, but they could have him and Grandpa could have some definitely good flashbacks. When they were younger.
Well, they do when they had the fish when they were
The hellfish.
The hellfish, yeah.
That's right.
I know it's not him. It's Homer impersonating Mr. Burns, but I love when Homer goes up. And he's like, "Hello, my name is Mr. Burns." And the guy's like, "Oh, and what's your first name, sir?" He's like, "I don't know." Great plan, Bart.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, I don't know. I'd like to see a show with Ralph. I think a show with Ralph would be really funny. It'd grate on my nerves after a while, probably, but I don't know. I think he'd go down.
I don't know that. I just don't think that he could be the main character. I don't know that he could fill that role, but it would be interesting.
So you choose him.
Mm-hmm. I do.
All right. So this is the best I can do on short notice. I'm actually going to take two characters, neither of which were technically in this. I'm going to have a crime and law adventure with Lionel Hutz representing Snake throughout all his misadventures.
Snake's awesome. Yeah, Snake's. And there's so many great side characters we missed, obviously. There's just so many to do. Maybe we will be doing a part 2, and the winner of that will go head-to-head with Ralph Wiggum. Maybe Ryan will
Me,
be
myself, I think Ned Flanders would make a great spin-off show. It'd be like an animated Ted Lasso, everything on TV.
Kind of looks like Ted Lasso now that you said that.
He does.
Everything on TV now is so like dark and dramatic. I mean, I think bringing back the uplifting sitcom with like a Ned Flanders, as the lead, I think
it would definitely go
for a season or two.
It would definitely go left on the beaten path because the leftorium. Anyway, so thank you so much for listening to our Springfield, Shelbyville, Simpsons side character bracket. We got some listener feedback, and starting with Michelle, I asked the people to give me 3 of their favorite side characters. Michelle chose Patty and Thelma, just like Carl and Lenny, as a package, and Ralph Wiggum and Groundskeeper Willie. Regan Dow, first-time contributor to the show, friend of the show. He has Troy McClure, Hank Scorpio, and Mo Sizlak.
I love Hank Scorpio.
Yeah.
I didn't include him in anything because I was like, he's only in one episode, but that's might be my favorite episode of the entire show.
Erica Patterson, our friend, says Otto, cool heavy metal stoner. Mo, hilariously falls for Bart's jokes all the time. And Flanders, total Ted Lasso.
Oh, nice.
Janice Beta says Fat Tony, Dr. Nick Riviera, and Bumblebee Man. Thinking outside the box. Those are all great, though. Hi, Dr. Nick. Brian Sweet, guitar player. Filled in for my band a couple times. Good dude. He picked Disco Stew. Mo and Bleeding Gums Murphy. Our friend Justin Coburn has Duffman. Ralph Wiggum and Krusty the Clown. This Girl Loves Horror, a.k.a. Becky from the Girl and the Gay podcast, fellow You Run podcast member, says Ned Flanders, Ralph Wiggum, and Mr. Burns. So she pretty much hit on the finals right there.
Oh, yeah, she was on fire.
Patreon member Jamie Lewis Can't Lose says Miss Krabappel, which I fucking love. That's a great pick.
Yeah, that is a great pick.
Martin and Smithers. Tread Lightly Travel says Troy McClure, Ned Flanders, and Bleeding Gums Murphy. Skellington Fan says Mr. Burns, Kang, and Kodos. And Kate,
Those
I know you
aliens, right?
Yeah, the 2 aliens. And Kate, I know you had a few as well.
I do. So my beautiful friend Marie picked Bobo, Mr. Burns' teddy bear, Bumblebee Man, and Bumblebee Man and Plopper, aka Spider Pig, and gave a special mention to Quentin Tarantino. KS Bruce 88 picked Sideshow Bob, Groundskeeper Willie, and Ralph Wiggum. Sorry, I forgot how to speak for a second then. All the W's and R's kind of threw me. Spuds McKenzie picked Wiggum. I'm not sure which Wiggum. but we'll just pick both. Barney and Duffman.
I know. I'm surprised Barney didn't make the list. Barney is a great one to go to.
Yeah.
Oh, my heart stopped.
He's kind of like comic book guy though. As good as he is, he's kind of one dimensional. So
yeah. Before I can finish them off, I did actually want to give special mention to Blinky the fish, because I feel like Blinky should have. I really struggled to not add Blinky, and Mr. Plow and Mr. Sparkle, because they're alter egos, not side characters, so I didn't pick them. And also shout out to Santa's Little Helper, who I think is main family, so I didn't pick him either. No, my friend Steph, which is Monty Gilmore, picked Troy McClure because I was a big fan of Phil Hartman, Dr. Nick because I still remember poor old Mr. McGregor with a leg for an arm and an arm for a leg. And for my third, I might go with the drinking bird. That poor bird worked harder than Homer's probably ever worked before. Honorable mention goes to the poor little Pinchy, the lobster. I mean, did anyone think it would go any other way? Steph is one of the funniest people I know, so I'm not surprised she came up with him.
That poor Moo did a lot of work.
Yeah. Now you picked, you've already done that one. Oh, E. Biddy, 24/7, picked Mo, Dr. Nick, and Chief Wiggum. And my beautiful friends over at Chuddle the Pod, Sam picked Ralphie, Mo, and Mr. Burns, with special mention to Dr. Hibbert and Lenny and Carl. Brian picked Brian.
Homer. Now Homer, the best tonic is the chronic. What he said.
Dr. Hibbert's awesome, actually. He's a sleeper as well.
Brian from Shuttle the Pod picked Lionel Hunt's Hans Molman. He's really cute, little hands, and Otto Man, with special mention to the French dudes that made Bart work for them in France.
Nice.
So there was lots of responses. Thanks
Thanks
you,
for
everyone.
all those inputs.
Yeah. Lots of great responses because, I mean, it's a great show. I still watch clips all the time on Instagram and post them because they make me laugh so much. It's a very underrated show. Should it still be going on? Probably not. But the first, 10 to 15 seasons are probably absolutely amazing. There's a lot of gems and a lot of great
Which is amazing
characters.
in itself that you can say the first 10 to 15 seasons are amazing, and that's not even half the series.
Some very, very clever humor, great writers, obviously, great voice actors, some of the best, whether it be Hank Azaria, Harry Shearer, Dan Castellaneta.
You don't last in this competitive market without a reason, without being great.
Yep. Yeah, they set the standard for cartoons for sure. I mean,
there's a lot of great shows that have gotten canceled prematurely, and this one's still going.
Yep.
Absolutely. I think in a lot of ways they set the standard for modern sitcoms, not just animated shows.
So before we close it out, what is each person's favorite character of the show, no matter what? I am going Mr. Burns for me. I love him. Again, he's my side spin character, but I just love him. He's an evil motherfucker, and he makes me laugh.
For me, it's Homer's the easy answer, but I'm a big fan of Moe and Krusty also.
Yep. And obviously Homer's fucking...
I'm going Frank Grimes, of course. One episode.
Another great one up. That's what we should do, is just one episode characters. So we can talk about Hank Scorpio and Frank Grimes and forgetting the others.
You eat lobster every night. Kate?
Oh, it's a really hard one. I think I'm going to choose based on, I'm glad it's the start of the year, not the end, because my Spotify Wrapped would end up with Do the Bartman as one of the most popular songs, and I've got time to rectify that. I'm going to go with Bart, or Bort. He always, I don't know, he's a little shit, but he makes me laugh a lot. Like, he's really funny, and, he's kind of like the glue of the show, I guess, but yeah.
Yeah, Bart's great. They're all great.
Wish they had more episodes with Homer's brother too, just because he's voiced by Danny DeVito. Yeah, and he's such a prick to Homer, especially the second time around. Like, I would love more of that. So,
yeah,
I forgot about him.
That's in itself just the cameos with the voice casting, on the show too. There's been so many.
That's another episode, basically.
Yeah.
It's a big deal to be cast on The Simpsons, as a guest spot, and they've cast a lot of people and stuff. So,
and lots of really good guest appearances, and
absolutely
Michael Jackson, Paul McCartney, and Yeah.
Oh shit, we're learning Lisa, it's your birthday for Lisa's when we play March 28th at Lisa's house. Lisa, it's your birthday.
Nice.
Speaking of Michael Jackson.
He co-wrote "Do the Bartman." I didn't know that. Actually, I only just
Oh
learned
no
that.
shit.
Yeah.
I just listened to Deep Deep Trouble today. It's a great song.
Oh, that's right. That was a good one too. Flashback.
Thank you so much to everyone who listened. Like we said, we are proud members of the You Run Podcast Network, where you can find our show. You can find Dewey Pod Monsters show, all the other awesome shows on there, new and old episodes. We're on Spotify, Apple Pod, and YouTube. If you want to check out our Patreon for just as low as $1, you can get shows just like this Simpsons side character bracket up to a week early and help the show out. Other ways to help the show out, you can share the show, you can just hit like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Seamus, what do you get to say?
We love you and thank you, and keep listening. Come back for more. We'll keep going. And thank you to our guests, John and Kate. We appreciate you. Always a pleasure to have you on.
Thank you.
And we like to take it out with our slogan. Would you join us in
Yeah.
our ending
Sure.
statement?
Oakley Dokley.
In
Crust.
We trust.
Go!
Worst podcast ever.
Stuff crust.